Hey guys, I'm Kennon Maurer with MVP Realty Group, and you're watching This is Thurston, a show about interesting people making an impact in our community. Today, I've got the opportunity to meet Rick and Marie Nelsen, owners of Ricardo's. It's really interesting hearing the story behind Ricardo's and how Rick's grandfather actually had a huge influence on his career. So without further ado, I'm really excited. Let's go in and meet Sexy Beef himself. Thanks so much for meeting me today. I really appreciate it.
You got it.
So Rick, tell us a little bit about who you are and what it was like growing up in this community.
I was born and raised right here in Lacey. My grandfather was Dirty Dave's Pizza, so it was fun as a kid to always have endless pepperoni pizza. It kind of opened a lot of doors with the kids on the playground.
What kind of influence did your grandfather have on your career?
You know, he was a big male role model in the early part of my life. It was at a time in his life where he had a lot more freedom. His business was pretty successful and he had a lot of extra time on his hands. So I'd be a little 3 or 4 year old and I would just be going bonkers. I could go hang out with Grandpa. I have fun memories of being in banks underneath a desk while Grandpa's signing a loan or doing some big commercial deal or buying property. And I was a little kid just driving cars on the desk or eating popcorn.
So the outfit that you're wearing has a lot of gold in it. I'm just kind of wondering, what's the deal with all that?
That's why I kind of have a love for gold as much as I do. He always had a bunch of gold chains around his neck, and I just kind of grew up around a unique flashiness that he had. He still wore a flannel shirt, but he'd have just roped out and gold chains. The first time when I finally made a chunk of money, I was single, had no kids, kind of had my own little room that I rented, and all of a sudden I had a little shoebox full of cash, and I was like, I gotta go buy some jewelry. And unfortunately, it's wearing off on my kid a little bit, so he gets to be, they call him the golden boy at school.
You care a lot about the community and giving back to Lacey. I'm just curious, what is it about Lacey that you love so much?
This town, my grandpa and mom and all them grew up in Redlands, California, and they were leaving there and on a road trip to move away, and they were actually gonna move to Canada, and they got stuck here in a 3-day snowstorm, way back in the day. They left, went to Canada, and about 4 or 5 months into Canada, they realized that wasn't for them. And Grandma goes, well, I like that little town we got stuck in. I'm a very loyal person when it comes to family values like that. I went to Timberline High School, and I married Marie Alkire, who's Marie Nelsen now. She went to North Thurston High School, and started a family right here. If you don't mind, my wife's actually here. I'd love to bring her in and say hi.
Yeah, that would be great. Hey Marie, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Nice
No
to
problem.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So what's it like being married to Rick?
A whirlwind. It's amazing. We, as any married couple has, we have our ups and our downs, but the majority of it is a wonderful roller coaster. I fall in love with him more because he's such a kind soul. Well, when he asked me on one of our dates, he said, what kind of ring would a girl like you want? And I said, what do you mean a girl like me? And he goes, if I ever ask you to marry me, what kind of ring would you want? And I said, yellow gold with a diamond solitaire round cut.
Simple yellow gold?
Simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he did that.
There you go.
Just, little, it's on his scale.
Yeah, just a small 3.5 carat.
I love to be creative. I've been able to get into doing wedding flowers for close family and friends, being able to design the coffee shop and help design the restaurant. And then also, he thinks that I'm a better dancer because of him. I think that I'm a better dancer because I dance more with him.
So if it's somebody's first time here, what's the best thing to try or the best thing to do when they get here?
Well, I'd always say dry aged beef is what we do. Come here and have a steak. If you're a little nervous about coming here or think it's too fancy for you, I say please join us for happy hour. It's always a good time. Anyone's always welcome here. You get to taste our amazing flavors, but it's not as costly. But you get to come feel our vibe, listen to our music, see our staff, and it's a good way just to warm people up. And we have a big following of people from happy hour that then morph into being our regular dinner customers.
So that's all the time we've got for today. A huge thank you to Rick and Marie at Ricardo's. Be sure to check them out on Facebook and go to their website, chefricardo.com. Until next time, I'm Kennon Maurer with MVP Realty Group, and this is Thurston.